I gave you some notes on story 28, preparing to go shopping. I just thought I'd go over verbally a few of the things that we talked about. First of all, I reminded you that you've got to know these 6 personal endings you see written down where the arrow is circulating on the left-hand side. You need to be able to spot verbs in a Latin sentence, and we highlighted some verbs in yellow. And as we looked at these verbs, we noticed a couple of things. One, verbs have the personal endings on the back, like T again, NT for curabant, and that's one way to identify a verb. It's got a personal ending on the back of it. We also noticed that verbs a lot of the time are at the back of the sentence. Now right here, tenebat, this is followed by a comma, and a comma is not a period, but it is a punctuation mark. So the verbs usually precede a punctuation mark. Curabant here does not follow that pattern. I agree, it's in the middle of the sentence. That's just the way it goes. But clamavit down here on line 4 is in fact at the end of the sentence. That's a period. So verbs are usually at the end of the sentence. I told you that subjects of the sentence are usually at the front. Here's Aurelia at the front of the sentence. Aurelia was sitting in her room. She's the subject. Phrygia is the subject of this sentence right here where the arrow is shaking. Phrygia, who was negligently combing somebody's hair, she's the subject. But subjects don't have to be at the front of the sentence. And right here, ankyli is not at the front of the sentence. But I'm going to start my translation with this word. Now, why I'm doing that, we'll discuss later this week. But the subject is usually at the front, like Aurelia, but not always. We got to move our direct objects, number 4, to the back of the sentence. Direct objects usually end with the letter M, so speculum has an M on the back, jump it over the verb. Dominam has an M on the back, jump it over the verb. Okay, speculum again, jump it over the verb and the adverbs that modify it, jump it to the back if it's a direct object. Finally, I just wanted to remind you that when you're translating anything into English, that's a 2 right there, I'm trying to be cute, the order in which you translate is subject first, then verb, then direct object. So in this sentence right up here, where I see altera speculum tenebat, here's my subject, another woman. Here's my verb, so I'm going to put it next, was holding, and then here's my direct object, was holding the mirror. That's why I moved mirror to the back. It's a direct object with an M. So I want to reorganize my Latin sentences in the following pattern: subject, verb, and then direct object. All right? When we got down to the bottom, I had you translate the second half of this story. I just want to remind you to keep all the green words together. So pater tuus goes with ad cainam. Keep all the green words together. Then go back and do the sentence that's between parentheses.
Good afternoon.
All right, the announcements are coming on, so I'm going to quit there. I hope this discussion helped you. Waleta.